Conflict makes most of us feel so uncomfortable that we'll go out of our way to avoid it. But how do we deal with conflict when it's randomly thrust upon us while browsing a music store?
Hello? This is Tom. Husband? Dude, she didn't say anything about being married. Don't be mad at me, be mad at her. What? It's your wife? No, I didn't know she was... You want some of this? Where are you at right now? Meet me at Musical Round. Yeah, I'm right down the street, dude. You can't miss me. I got a red hat on. You want some of this? Coming in, I got a shirt that says college on it. I'm an African-American man.
I actually really like this one.
Hey, just because I got a cane, don't mean I can't kick your ass.
These people are like, wait, he's describing me.
Well, look, I'm at the music store. Where are you at now? I'm waiting for you. You can't miss me. I got a striped shirt on. I'm looking at some drumsticks. All right.
Conflict avoidance is essentially a state of mind that tries to reduce conflict as much as possible.
Were you just stopping? What? Were you just stopping? No.
In this clip, I'm amazed at how long people avoid conflict when the conflict is present right there.
The guy was pissed off, but he didn't really do anything about it.
Oh, by the way, I got a hat on. I look like Dick Van Dyke's brother.
A majority of the people did not want to deal with the conflict. Certain people have a higher level of confrontational skills than others. What's interesting is this guy with the red hat on came up to him and said something.
My description, instead of telling somebody what you had on versus me.
I'm lost. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, but you're going to have to be careful doing that in case somebody come up here and instead of looking for you, they come looking for me.
Most psychologists will agree that person was the most aggressive out of the group.
We look different, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But don't give nobody my description, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, no worries. My bad, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think anytime someone is describing themselves on the phone in a manner that has nothing to do with what they actually look like, just leave.
Conflict doesn't always have to be from an external source. Internal conflict can cause us to trample our own morality.
Hey, we're out here in the park today to see if I can get strangers to cover for me while I lie to my wife.
That's me.
I lost my job, and my wife thinks that I still have a job. Is there any way you could talk to her as one of my coworkers, please? I just don't want her to know that I lost my job. My wife's coming over here. You guys are my coworkers.
Hey.
Be my coworker.
Hi, honey.
Hey.
Come down here together.
This is Mark. This is Paul and James. These are my coworkers.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm Patrick's wife. Because I try to come and have lunch with him sometimes, and he's like, no, don't come up, because you guys are so busy.
Very busy.
Right? Yeah.
What is fascinating is how quickly strangers will step up into someone else's lie to avoid conflict.
We came down here because he's a vegan, and there's this vegan place that he likes down here.
Vegan food, love it.
Really?
That vegetarian paradise place that you really like.
Yeah.
What's it, like a vegetarian restaurant or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Lying, especially when it's not about your life, can be kind of fun.
Do you guys know Ralph?
I've known Ralph for 15 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What are you guys doing?
We're hanging out.
Hanging out, you know, skating, teaching you how to skate.
That's right.
What?
What? You want what?
It just, this is weird. You guys honestly work there?
Yeah.
When a stranger comes up to you and asks you for help, it's hard to say no. Our species has survived by helping one another and being in a group tribal mentality.
Thanks.
So our first instinct is, I have to help him because it's how we're gonna all survive.
Other people are seeing patients today. I'm out. We're hanging out. These guys are.
We saw some patients this morning.
That's right. We saw patients this morning.
Does NYU have a dentistry school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I think as human beings, we all want to protect each other. So when this stranger comes up to you and asks you to lie for him, you almost want to take that person in as he's a friend or family member.
Did you meet him, Patrick Ewing?
Yeah, I saw him.
Was his mouth huge?
He's got a big mouth.
If this guy had asked me to lie on his behalf, I would have, but only on the condition that he got a 1-hour moral lecture from me afterwards.
Hearing voices often means one of two things. We're having a religious experience or going bonkers. So how do you tell one from the other?
Ma'am?
Hey, ma'am.
Yes.
This is like God talking to you from above.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
It's funny to see people respond to voices that they're not sure, is that in my head? Is that out of my head? Who is that person talking to me?
Can somebody help me? Ma'am?
I don't want to ignore somebody. I can't be crazy, so they must be somewhere. Even if I can't see them, they're somewhere.
Oh, I'm right over here.
It doesn't take much for the human brain to take information in and adjust behavior very, very quickly. Often unconsciously, often instinctively, without us even thinking.
Sir?
Yeah. How you doing? Good.
There's an auditory stimulus that tells me I need to respond.
Excuse me, sir?
When these subjects hear the voice,
Do you know what time it is?
they will assume there's a person present.
26 I have.
It's inference. You're hearing a voice. There must be a body talking to you.
Ma'am?
What? Are you talking to me?
I'm stuck in here.
There's a couple people who walk away looking pretty solid, pretty like, I know somebody was talking to me. Y'all better get somebody who works here to open the door and help somebody.
Jump on, I'm gonna freeze out.
I'm stuck in here.
You're stuck in there, too.
Personally, when I hear a voice and there's no one around, I assume it's my imaginary friend who's been with me since I was 4.
Our mobile phones keep us in touch with the world. But are they such a distraction that we miss what's going on right in front of our nose?
We all know texting and driving is bad. But what about texting and walking? You can miss out on a lot, like $20 floating over your head. Don't believe me? Watch this. Look in front of you. Look in front of you. Snatch that $20 bill.
When it comes to our attention span, the more engaged and interactive we are, the more we don't notice things around us. For example, if you're passively looking at a sunset, you can notice other things that are going on. If you're actively texting or engaging in social media, that's going to take much more of your attention span than if you're just looking at pictures, which is why people don't notice the $20 bill, because they are actively focused on something else, as opposed to passively focused.
When these people realize they've had $20 dangling in front of them, some of them have embarrassment, some of them just want the money and want to go back to what they're doing. Other people were literally almost annoyed because they were disrupted by their texting, emailing, social media for even $20. The more individualized technology we have, the closer we are to becoming more cocooned with ourselves. Technology can make you really self-absorbed and only focused on yourself and your technology.
It took you a minute. You was on, what was you texting?
Cell phones have done something really wonderful for us in that they have trained us to truly focus in on something, but they've also done a disservice to us because by focusing in, we lose out on what else is going on.
For real. He broke my reel.
Our emotions can sometimes cause us to react in anger before we have all the facts. Want proof? Let's put envelopes on people's windshields just as they're parking.
What are you doing?
Sorry, the parking expired. It's finished.
I got time.
Sorry.
What's going on?
Sorry, have a nice day. Sorry. Sorry, I can't do anything about it.
What's going on?
Man, I hate it when I get parking tickets.
Yo.
What is this?
No, wait.
Sorry, you're parked on a red, and there's also a file hard.
You've just pulled out. You obviously haven't had time to put money in the meter and you're getting a ticket. That's wrong. You can't punish me for this. I'm in the right.
What are you giving the ticket for?
There's no parking there. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Well, sorry about that. Hope you have a nice day.
Really strong negative emotions like anger tend to happen very quickly without us thinking. So people just assume that they got a parking ticket.
Sorry, your parking expired. No, sorry about that. It's expired, sorry.
But what happens when that parking ticket turns out to be something else?
My mirror neurons are firing at this moment. I'm feeling so much relief. I'm feeling so happy for them. I can feel the joy in their heart.
If you have a really elevated feeling, one way or the other, either really negative or really positive, the chances of you achieving the opposite feeling at a really high level occurs as well. So if you're sitting there with such anger and disdain for this parking ticket that you got, there's a higher likelihood you'll have joy. The fastest way to feel really happy is to feel really miserable first.
The old saying goes that a picture never lies. But how much can we trust our eyes if we know what we're seeing isn't possible?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I hope you don't mind I got in there with you.
Wait, how? Let's
Yeah?
try it. How'd you do that?
Just.
No, seriously.
1, 2, 3.
How to do that?
Right before I took the picture, I just ran around.
Oh, please. How to do that?
This is a really, really funny clip. Very, very clever.
Would you want me to take one of you guys? 1, 2, 3. I got in there with you. I just got in real fast, took the picture.
Okay.
And if you want to, I'm glad you like that.
I would be completely freaked out if it happened to me.
There we go. 1, 2. Perfect. Hope you don't mind I got in there with you guys. Because I just figured the three of us, we look good together.
It's essentially misdirection. Your attention is forward, so you don't notice what's happening behind you.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I got in real fast.
Like he's the Flash Gordon of, like, photography. What?
1, 2, 3. Got it.
Oh, God.
In this era of technology, I think it's magnificent people still hold on to a little bit of magic.
Oh, that's what it is.
They were all so easily fooled. This was a cardboard cutout of a man, and everybody fell for it.
How did you get in there? What did you do?
Did you want it just the two of you?
You're called a photo bomber.
Yes, I bombed your photo.
Well, how? You were taking the picture.
What you have here is an example of your brain essentially holding two conflicting thoughts at the same time. What you think happened and what you saw happen do not match. And it creates this anxious feeling because it doesn't make sense to you.
Okay, let me know if it's too tight there.
We can't always trust what our eyes are telling us. But take that away and things get really embarrassing, as this taste test is about to make oh so clear.
When you allow somebody to put a blindfold on you in public, either A, you're part of a magic act, or B, you're about to be humiliated.
I can't help you, sorry.
What's fascinating about this clip is the amount of importance we place on information we get with our eyes. And being blindfolded makes us much more vulnerable. Thus, we are dependent on the kindness of others.
Human beings are very responsive to authority figures asking them to do something. It's almost safer to just sit there and be still, like a deer in headlights, than to start asking questions of what's going on.
I just can't get over how long they tried to feel the table in front of them.
I feel like I look so dumb right now.
Success in life is often measured by how much money we have. So it's not surprising that our desire to become wealthy can cause some strange human behavior. Check out what happens when 4 pranksters hit the beach to unearth a fake treasure that they planted the night before.
Wait, move it!
Let's run over there with the...
Yeah. Hey, wait. There's the end. That's it, man. I'll do this.
Oh my gosh, we found it.
That's not going to hold.
It's a wonderful prank because everyone starts watching. And so there is this desire to fulfill this dream that we all have. They'll find something really valuable.
A lot of people gather around. And that's really for 2 reasons. First of all, we all want to see something that we don't see very often. And secondly, there's this hope that we're going to get some of whatever's inside.
Did you guys find this?
Yeah.
Can you stop recording it? I need you guys to get out. Here.
But we found it.
Just get out of the pool. Because we don't know what's in there. And sometimes
we're keeping it.
I love the moment when the lifeguard comes in and she's trying to kind of control the situation. There's a sense that I don't know what's in there. Maybe there's skeletons. Maybe there's a dead body. And she's trying to control the mob, and you can't control the mob once the mob has got its mindset.
You see people who essentially are bystanders becoming actively involved in something that has nothing to do with them. Why? Because there's free money on the line. And it makes people do the strangest things. Money is a massive motivator of human behavior, and people do all sorts of things because it's money. I have a feeling, upon closer inspection, if you bit that coin, it would taste like chocolate.
Often, once we've amassed our cash, our reward is to show off our wealth because we want others to know that we're very important people, even if it's just when we're cleaning our undies.
Good morning, my friend. What's this about? This is the new feature to the laundromat. This is the VIP section of the laundromat, sir. Okay, how much does it cost? $5. $5?
$5 to go into a laundromat VIP section. Hey, what do they have? Special fabric softener?
There's a jacket that's required. Oh, a jacket. Okay. I would have worn a better shirt.
If it's rare, if it's scarce, if it's exclusive, it must mean better. Even in something as benign as a laundromat.
A little small. Yeah. Jacket required. Excellent. Come on in.
Even in something as benign as a laundromat, all I need is a velvet rope to tell me that this is something scarce, something special.
Hey, can I use this dryer?
This is the VIP section, ma'am.
Why do you need to use this dryer?
Symbols are incredibly important when it comes to status, whether it's a logo on a car or something like red velvet rope. When did red velvet rope become the thing to aspire to?
You can use the dryer if you pay money to get into the VIP section.
No, I'm not going to pay money. Thank you.
These things don't make any sense, really, but I'm still going to embrace and just accept that there must be something special about this. All I need is a couple visual cues to tell me that this is special.
What's going on over here? Is there a reason I can't use it? This is the VIP section.
The more people can't get to the other side of a red velvet rope, the more they want to.
As human beings, we seek rewards. We're getting the personal reward of getting a special place, getting special service, and then we're also getting a social reward because everyone is seeing it.
Sarah, go right ahead and do your laundry. Thank you.
People crave status almost as much as they crave money. You could make an argument that people use money just to create status.
Can I uncheck this? There's no re-entry, sir.
Just have to stand here for 50 minutes. 49?